When's the last time you made a new friend? A solid homie, brand new, moved into your circle. It's probably been a while. I feel like I have solid people in my life, people that I've known for years, that I can call on. But sometimes I feel like all my friends are strangers. Do I know these people? Do they know me? Do they value me for the same things I value myself for? It's a different type of loneliness. You have people that you love, people around you, but you don't really feel understood. And I don't feel seen. And I only bring this up because that's just one type of loneliness. And there are three types of lonelinesses that people talk about. Lonelinesses: emotional, social, and existential. Emotional is when you just don't have that close person, that person you call when something happens. You know them, they know you. You don't have that. Social loneliness is that wider network of friends, that wider group. Maybe you go to the movies with them. You could be in an intimate, loving relationship with a partner and still feel this social loneliness if you don't have that wider network of people you connect with. The last one is existential loneliness. It's the one where you don't feel like people understand your perspective, people don't understand your experiences, they don't wholly feel you. That's the one I was feeling. And you can't just solve for one or two of these. You need a balance of all three. You need to solve for all three of these to continue a healthy, mentally, physically healthy life. Harvard did a survey. 36% of American adults are struggling with loneliness. 36%. That's basically, if you think of two people, or if you take a person to your left and a person to your right, one of them is most likely struggling with loneliness. It might be you. And the issue with loneliness is that it's toxic. It's actually toxic, physically and mentally. Lonely people have shorter lifespans. It's linked to heart disease, dementia, anxiety, depression. They're physical things. And we need people. It's a primitive need, like thirst or hunger. If you were a cave person and you were trying to go get food, you needed somebody to watch your kids. If you were trying to sleep, you needed somebody to look out to make sure you didn't have animals chewing on you. We need each other. Why are we so lonely? Did you know every 7 years we lose half our friends? I don't even want to misrepresent it, so you can look it up. Every 7 years we change out our friends. Remember how it was when we were kids? You could just sit next to somebody, both have on a blue shirt, we were friends. Go to the same school, we're friends. Same camp, we're friends. So we have this assumption that it just happens. We have this assumption that it's just this natural thing that happens organically. It doesn't really happen like that anymore. We actually need to make an effort. And we're busy. But we need to put that time in. But when? Hector Marcel is one of my teachers. He says, if you want something for yourself, help someone else get it. Being of service to someone else is one of the most powerful antidotes to loneliness. And volunteering, and that's great. But it could also just be giving someone your full attention. Just being there fully, listening to someone. Giving someone your full attention is one of the greatest acts of service that we have. But really, loneliness has nothing to do with other people. It's connecting with yourself. That's the foundation for connecting with anyone. When we connect with ourselves, we understand that we have value. We understand that we have something to bring to the world. And that's always been here. It's just been covered up. A consistent meditation practice can help us quiet that self-doubt. I'm not good enough. I'm not rich enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not famous enough. That self-doubt can impair how well you connect with other people. Just taking a moment to experience your breath. Just sitting alone and take 5 deep breaths. And just bring your attention to the air moving in and out of your body. Just feel that. Just start there and bring your attention to who you really are. And that'll make it so much easier to connect with other people. I started a meditation practice maybe 10 years ago. And it's really shifted where I look for my value and where I find my self-worth. It has nothing to do with the people around me or the job where I work or what I do anymore, but it was for a really long time. And it's shifted how well I know myself, and the time I spend with myself makes it so much easier to connect with other people. So start with just breathing. Just start there. We're talking about loneliness. It's a lonely journey, but I don't feel like my friends are strangers anymore.